So we're putting this in that in this and that in this, or this and that. I don't know, man, but it's gonna be awesome. What is up, guys, man? Today is the day we bring you guys this Hellcat swap content you guys have been so long waiting for. Man, it's gonna be a crazy build, so let's check it out. So on this video, guys, we're gonna give you a breakdown of all the parts we needed to get it to this point where we're almost close to mocking it all up and setting it in the car. Why I chose a Hellcat swap? Why not? Everything out in the world is LS right now, man. Maybe I pioneer something. Maybe we start dropping Hemi motors in these cars. But yeah, man, we decided to go with a Hellcat. First Hellcat swapped S10 in the world. Some of you guys might love Dodges, some of you guys might hate Dodges, some of you guys might love Chevys, some of you guys might hate Chevys, and some of you guys are watching this because you just want to see a cool build. So here we go, man. We needed a few things. We needed a transmission, which we didn't know what that was going to look like. We needed a oil pan. Obviously, we need a wire harness and all that good stuff to fire the motor up. But the first thing that we needed was a transmission. We dealt with the company ATI. We reached out to them. We were working back and forward. We also reached out to JW Performance. JW Performance came through before ATI, so we decided to go with J&W. So very important day, guys, today. We finally received our bell housing from JW. So we're going to be getting ready, man, and I'm super excited because this was the missing piece to get this engine combo going. Here it is, man, just arrived. JW Performance, and this is their Ultra Bell. And it's their conversion to fit a Hemi on an older transmission, like a Chevy transmission, like a 400, 350, and so forth. We got a lot of packing peanuts in here. So the first thing should be, woo, that looks sweet right there. That should be the flex plate. And this should be the bell housing. It's gonna make Sleepy Joe viral. I honestly can't believe we got it. And it's gonna happen. Guys, here we have the long-awaited bell housing that we were waiting for to continue our project, Sleepy Joe. So we're gonna see first test fit right here. Let's try this out. Line some stuff up. Come on, baby. There we go. And she's on. Made specifically to fit turbo 350, 400 on a Hemi motor. So here's a few more pieces we're gonna need for this swap. If I could open it. Well, here's the new flex plate. That'll be the one we're gonna run. Our snout adapter for the converter and all that good stuff. Gonna adapt to something, I don't know what that is, but figure it out as we go. So now, guys, we're gonna grab it. We're gonna take it to my buddy Tom's place. We're gonna have some fun over there. And I don't know, he's gonna give us a breakdown on this Turbo 400 that he's built for this behemoth of an engine. Going into Sleepy Joe. Our good buddy Tom, man, he's a master transmission builder. He's about an hour away from where we live at. So we called him and asked him to put together for us a 400 that we had the bell housing. So we went over there once we got the bell housing, and this is what we did. Today's the day, man. Hellcat engine, Sleepy Joe. And today we're headed somewhere. Put this bell housing on our Turbo 400 and get this build going. You know what this is, son?
What?
The future. And I'm excited. You excited?
Yeah. Why are you so excited, Dad?
Kidding me? We got a Hellcat, man. We're gonna swap an S10 and put a Hellcat engine in it. Man, that's amazing. That's the future, bro. Hellcat swap S10. We're gonna call it the SR10. Sleepy Joe, AKA the SR10. And right now we're headed to my buddy's house, man. It's about an hour away from where we live. Undisclosed location. We're gonna go check out this transmission he's been working on. Hopefully the bell housing will fit, and man, we'll be able to rock and roll on this build. What you having there, buddy?
Lunch.
Nice. Am I getting some lunch? Oh man joke. Good to see you, man.
From here.
Man, I'm excited, bro. I'm excited, super excited. Not only excited, but check this out. Oh, what do you think?
Nice. And heavy.
Heavy duty, I don't know. That's probably like 200 pounds. And it had some bolts too, so I brought all the bolts because I didn't know what I didn't see, and I don't know. I've never done one of those, so I don't know if it's got a gasket or what works with that or doesn't work with that. I don't know. I got these too. I don't know if this was from something else.
These will be for there.
Oh, they actually supplied them.
These are for here.
Oh, all right, so this ain't it. This is something else. And I saw these bolts laying down, so
Where were they?
I don't know. I don't know if they came with that. I don't think so. I think it came all together.
No, that should be this.
And thanks to JW, man, for supplying us with this bell housing. I know we had other suitors. Yeah, they hooked it up.
Wow,
Man. Hooked it up.
Nice.
Man, look at it. Check this out. How many trans Toms got over here? And not tranny, trans.
Oh, what's going on up here?
Who's that, man?
Who's that?
Check that out. That was a banger, Tom, bro. If you go out there, dude.
I had a good chuckle listening to your commentary, singing the Christmas carol. I did. I laughed to myself, all by myself in here.
So what am I looking at here, Tom? What are we doing here?
We're going to see if this bell, I cut that case to see.
Did you cut that case a while ago, or did you cut that case knowing that I was coming, or
I had a case that was
cut?
No, it was a Dodge. It was a Dodge case, but not. It wouldn't fit. It was, seriously. It was like for a Jeep something.
Really?
Yeah.
So it has like a Dodge origin.
Because, James asked me. I think it was James. Somebody was asking about it. It was James, and I sent him pictures.
Wow, bro.
And he said, oh, my bolts are in the way. Okay, good.
Yeah, you got two bolts, but it looks like it's spot on.
Wow, that's even better than the FTI one. Wow. I had to do extra trimming for the FTI one. So
yeah,
cool.
We're gonna have a good time, man.
Yeah. So
Hellcat coming.
That it wasn't something with the belt pattern wasn't right. The bolts, the length, something, I don't know. So I said, oh, well, you know what? Then I have no other use for it unless the Jeep guy needed it. So I knowing you might be coming around, even though you told me you were going to go with ATI, I thought, well, I have to do it anyway. So cut it off. I ordered the LS one, and then I got the call from you.
Wow, bro. If that's not God sent, bro, I don't know what it is. Pretty wild, man. So.
Oh, it's down now.
Oh, it's right here.
Why was it
It's a little lip right here. Nothing of nothing. Lift up. Watch this. That's like a, look, this right here. See that little indentation there?
Yeah, but it might be just, shouldn't be touching it now. So you are prepared to start this thing up as soon as this harness comes?
Yes.
Really?
What me and Charles want to do, we want to bolt this onto the engine, stick it in there, and then fabricate the mounts, and we should be able to make it happen. A Hellcat S10, I think it's a pretty unique thing, even though that a lot of people say that it's kind of crazy or whatever.
I think it's cool.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking cool factor. I'm thinking of pulling up to these Mopar guys, you know, and then just like, imagine like the look on them where like, why is this guy here? And if I end up putting like a sticker that says Mopar or no car, on the front of the windshield of the S10. You imagine? A lot of people wanted me. A lot of people thought it was gonna be like a Coyote that I was putting in there, but I don't know, man. I think the Hellcat is gonna be good. And from what my buddy was telling me, he says, you know, he's living at 800 horsepower with no issues and stuff like that. His stuff, he wanted more and more and more, but for the street, I think it'll be more than enough to have some fun. And it's a little true street truck, full interior, all steel, all glass. Tailgate class, man, it'd be fun to have. I want to do like a little Uber, you know, the fastest Uber. Take somebody for a ride, you know, pick them up. You know, hey, I'm your Uber driver. Maybe do like DoorDash. Those are all little things, man, that probably would be fun.
Okay, here a little bit.
It's looking right. What'd you put on it? Thread sealer?
RTV, and there's O-rings as well. You don't want anything coming through the bolts. No leaks. That's one thing I don't like, is leaks.
So what did you think when I approached you about this whole Hellcat S10 build?
Me? I liked it. I liked the idea of it. I know my pal Brian, he'll give me shit over this, but I like the idea. I think they make pretty good power. And it should be, in that S10, it should fly pretty good.
So buddy, talk to me about this Mustang.
Well, that Mustang came from, I had guys looking for one for me years ago. And a guy called me after I left Pontiac, and the guy from the car wash, they said, oh, we took one in used cars. I said, oh yeah. Went and took a look. It was white, 4-cylinder. Body was kind of, looked like kids were jumping on the roof. And anyway, I gave him, I think I paid $500 for it. Took it home, started the process. Years ago, it started off, it was a big block Chevy with a Glide. I do all the work myself. I even painted the car. Roll cage, engine, trans, differential, paint, you name it, wiring. I do it all.
Wow.
Only thing I don't do is machine work because I don't have the equipment.
But if you did?
I would do it. You
Yep.
know that. You don't have to ask that question.
So many years. How many years total have you had it?
I had it since 05, so going on 20 years.
Wow.
And then I always had an itch for a turbo. Wanted a turbo so bad, and finally figured out what I needed, saved up a couple pennies, and you know, I'm a budget guy. I made do. Oh, actually, I take that back. This guy got the turbo first. Turbo LS went to Monte Carlo, and after I saw how exciting and fun that was, I sold the engine to a buddy of mine, and I got a LS off of Timmy Baker, Sky King, and did what I do and put it together, and it runs good.
So
93 octane.
It's got a turbo LS in it now?
Yeah, 85 millimeter VS Racing,
Pump gas?
93 octane.
Wow. How about that Monty, man?
How about that, Monty? Yeah, I had that since high school. 88 I bought it. 77? Yeah, I bought it in 88 from a little old lady. It was in her garage. She opened up the door. It was in the late fall, early winter time up north. She opened up that single car garage door. The wind blew in. The car was backed in the garage and the dust blew off of it. My eyes lit up and I said,
That's the one.
yeah, I said, okay, how much? She goes, oh, what do you give me? And I grabbed my pockets. I said, I got $150 on me. She said, okay, I'll take it. I literally, she had boxes stacked up on it. We took it off, drug the car home. She had told me it was sitting from 1977 when she pointed to the distributor. She said, my son said this is no good. And he said that's no good, so I took her word for it, drug it home, pulled the distributor, drained the oil, changed the filter, filled it up, went down the distributor hole, primed it, put the distributor in, set the time, close, put gas in, wasn't sure if the carb was messed up, whatever. It had a 2-barrel, 250 horse, 350 in it. Couple pumps and couple cranks, and it fired right up.
Wow.
Had the bi-ply tires. I went around the neighborhood doing
Donuts?
not donuts,
Burnout?
one-wheel wonders, but bi-ply, buddy. You
one
just,
wheelie peely or one
you
wheeler
laid
peeler.
the pedal down, and that was a lot of fun. And that car has seen mucho transmissions and engines and combinations, but by far, hands down, the turbo, no matter what.
Turbo LS?
Turbo LS for the win.
Nice, man. We're gonna see it on the street or what? I know it's a street monster. I know you got the tag.
You
or
will.
the
Not
title
today,
called
you
Street
won't,
Racing
though.
Tom.
But you will. Yep. Apparently, there's some guy. He's coordinating a little race going on pretty soon in Mexico, I guess.
Yeah.
The new kids
South of the
say.
border.
It was just street racing
Yeah.
back in the day. Today, you have to travel to Mexico, I guess, to
Yeah.
race. So anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Nice, man.
I missed that. Yep.
Brother, thank you so much for this
Sure.
transmission, this build, talking with us, man. You're always awesome to come and chat with. I can't wait to see what this does on the vehicle, man, and we appreciate you like crazy, brother. Thanks, man.
You got it. There we go.
You said put the seatbelt on? What kind of seatbelt?
Well, we're going to do this and bring this up and over to... Right
So
there.
he's strapped in for a ride.
That's it.
If that thing will pull, yeah. It should be fine.
Well, if you have to emergency stop, this locks. You know that.
Yeah,
It's not going anywhere.
hoping it will. All right, buddy. Going for a ride. We got a baby passenger back there. Now, I knew that the stock oil pan on the Hemi engine was not going to work. It was front sump and it had issues. So it was going to be tough to clear the steering and the steering box and all that good stuff. So we ended up scoundering the internet. We found that Holley makes a mid sump pan and they make a rear sump pan. So we ended up, trying to order this rear sump pan. Lo and behold, Holley is on back order till like March. But our good friends at Summit Racing, where we get most of our parts from, they had it in stock. Well, what do we have here? Time to see what it is. One of the final pieces to our Hellcat. It's the long overdue oil pan. This is the Holley Gen 3 Hellcat swap rear sump oil pan that we're gonna need to run it on the truck. So this is just fantastic because you can see the way the Hellcat engine is set up, the sumps in the front. There was no way we were gonna be able to fit it in the S10. It was gonna hit all the linkages and stuff, and I'm not trying to tube any of the front end. I'm trying to leave everything how it is. So here is the Holley oil pan. As you can see, rear sump. So basically on the other one, we knew we were gonna hit here. Now we're hoping that everything's gonna sit back there nice and neat. We could also scoot the motor back. But yeah, man, now we're gonna have to get to really working. We weren't trying to do anything until we had all the parts. So we have the transmissions in the truck. There's the Hellcat motor. There's the oil pan, and the only thing we're missing is the harness, which we're gonna show you guys how we're gonna get that. But yeah, man, we're gonna start by taking this doghouse off immediately and then mocking everything up, seeing where everything sits. We gotta take out the power glide it had on, remove all the Holley Terminator stuff out of it. But yeah, man, so we got all the parts necessary now, guys, and we're gonna be able to swap this. So we're gonna have some fun. And man, glad you guys are here along for the ride. So the official name on the truck is Sleepy Joe, but we're gonna call it the SR10. So it's the SR10, AKA Sleepy Joe. Might not be the fastest, man, but we're gonna go have some fun with this truck. It's gonna be a burnout machine. It's gonna be a no prep vehicle. So I don't know what to say, man, but I'm going wild with it. And I don't know about y'all, man, but I'm super excited to see this get done. The next video that we're gonna post up, we're gonna be taking out that doghouse. We're gonna bolt the transmission to the back of the Hemi, and we're gonna try to sit the Hemi in, fab up some mounts, fab up a transmission cross member, and set it all in. Now, who doesn't want to hop on board and be part of that? So hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button. Make sure to leave me a comment. What you thinking?